Leasing agents, property managers, what's the biggest objection that you face? What's the most important objection that you're not overcoming that's holding you back from leasing those apartments? Go ahead and yell it at me. Tell me what your big objections are. I can hear it through the speakers. Give them to me. Hey everybody, I'm Matt Easton, your friend in Leasing and Life, and today I want to talk to you about the biggest objection, the most important objection that property managers and leasing agents need to overcome in order to get a prospect to sign a lease with you. Now, I heard a lot of objections when you guys were yelling them at me. I heard, it's the rent, it's the price, of course. I heard, we don't have a view at our community. I heard, our community is a brand new lease up and we're really expensive. I heard, hey, we're a 1960s garden style apartment and we're competing with that luxury lease up down the street. Hey, I heard we're too close to town. I heard we're too far away from town. I heard we don't got covered parking. We don't have a pool. We've got a pool, but we don't have a rooftop pool. Listen. I heard a lot of objections as you guys were yelling them at me, but what I didn't hear is what I was really looking for. And that's the most important objection, the big objection, the one that is holding you back, the one that you need to overcome with these renters in order to get them to sign a lease. And that is the unspoken objection. Listen, if you've taken a Leasing University boot camp, what I'm telling you is going to sound really familiar. There's a lot of objections that we think of as complaints, okay? And you always handle a spoken objection as a complaint first. And then I've trained you to work through that process. But what I want to talk about today is when you've worked through your complaints, you've handled your complaints, you've got your positive attitude, you're in agreement with them, you've worked through those minor objections. Maybe it's, hey, you guys don't have a rooftop pool, and you've used your tools that you learned in the boot camp of, hey, all things being equal, let's say we did have a rooftop pool, where would you rather live? Oh, well, I'd rather live here. Why? Because my friend lives here. Why else? Because you're right next to my work and I don't have to park my car and drive my car. I can just literally walk over to work. Why else? Your units are a lot bigger and I love your kitchens a lot more. Why else? And suddenly that rooftop pool doesn't seem like a big deal to them. But what I want to talk about today is the one that's really holding you back from getting leases. And that's what they're not telling you. That's what they're not opening up to you about. That's where they don't trust you enough, or they don't trust themselves enough and they don't want to look stupid. The biggest fear that a renter has is making the wrong decision. The next biggest fear that a renter has is looking stupid. So I need you as a professional, I need you as a pro to work with them and understand the emotional state that they're in and listen for those cues. So when you hear things like, ah, gosh, Matt, I really love the unit. I really love how close you are to my work. I really love the layout and the floor plan, and I know you've only got one of those left, but I'm just not sure. I just need a few more days to think about it. Can I get back to you on Friday? I just want to look at a few more apartments. First, as you went through with your training, I need you to be in agreement with them. I need you to maintain a positive attitude. But what I'd like you to do is work on uncovering that unspoken objection, and that's going to depend on you getting yourself a little bit more uncomfortable and not letting those comments just sit there unaddressed. You need to look them in the eye and say, hey Dan, I get it, I'm with you, this is a very scary decision, it's a very important decision, I've been in your spot before. Listen, I'm an expert on the industry, not only at this community but all the other communities out there. One of the things that I found, is when people go and take time and look at it, the last thing I want to have happen is you come back disappointed because the unit's gone or because you made another decision based on misinformation. It is perfectly okay for you not to rent this unit. Based on what you've told me and what we've worked through today, I think this might be the best unit for you, but obviously there's some other things that you're thinking about. Can you fill me in on what you're thinking about, and we can work through those feelings together, and I can give you more information so that you can make the best decision. If you're not speaking with them in those terms, they're never going to open up to you about the fact of, wow, everything looks good, but I've never lived in Ann Arbor, Michigan before, so I don't know if $2,800 is a good price to be paying, or man, I'm not sure about the neighborhood because I've never lived in this neighborhood. You need them to have those discussions with you rather than go and leave the property unaddressed, because guess what? They're going to eventually, one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to eventually run into a pro leasing agent that's going to get them to open up and work through their problems with them, and they're going to sign the lease. Or, more common than not, they're going to wait so long that that pain and that threat of not having an apartment and being homeless makes them so uncomfortable that they're now willing to take that unspoken objection and just say, the heck with it, I'm going to jump in with both feet. And they end up signing a lease at the first place they go to. So what I need you to do, even after you've handled all your complaints that are not objections, and you've handled all of your spoken objections, if that renter is not ready to sign a lease with you today, and they're telling you things like, I need to think about it, I need some more time, I want to look at some more units. Those are all reasonable and rational things to do, and you need to let them know that. But you also need to let them know it's okay for them to have a dialogue with you about what they're afraid of, what they're not telling you. You know, hey, is there anything you're not telling me? Is there anything else that you need information on? There's no stupid questions here, Dan. Open up, I'm ready, I'm here to help you, even if it's to help you lease a unit somewhere else. I can't help you if I don't know what you're thinking. Try that out, work on that. If you need help and you need more detailed information, call my office. I'll reach out to you personally. My people are all ready to help you. You can reach our office at 888-683-5885. And of course, with multifamily traffic, if you need those prospects, the hot, qualified prospects calling your leasing office, hey, that's our core business. We can help you with that as well. Give us a call. Also, if you just want to communicate via email and you've got a quick question, let me give you my email address. It's m.easton, E-A-S-T-O-N, @multifamilytraffic.com. Subscribe to the channel. I'm here for you, whether it's via phone, via email, or questions here in the YouTube channel. I want to make sure that you're getting everything that you need to sign these leases. Let's try this week, be a little bit more cognizant to what they're not telling you and getting them to open up and let you know what those unspoken objections are. Hey, be great, everybody. I'll see you on the next video. Get those leases. I'm Matt Easton, your friend in Leasing and Life. See you soon. Bye.